Hello, you guys, and welcome back to my channel. I am sitting here in my car and I wanted to rant a little bit about something that really fucking bugs me. I'm gonna get straight into it. I have had my Instagram page. If any of you follow me on Instagram, I'll leave the link down below if you want to follow me. I started my Instagram page as a way for me to share beauty tips, makeup looks, beauty related content. That's what my Instagram was made for. I have since decided to start sharing transition stuff, before and after pictures, transformation pictures. I just talk about being trans on there. I share trans related stuff on there. I have linked that Instagram to this YouTube channel because I want a way for you guys to follow me and for us to have a place where we can, sort of connect, or, you can read whatever I share and so on and so forth. But I've noticed the difference now that I've started to openly talk about being trans and started sharing things. I have started to hashtag my pictures on Instagram as, transgender, trans woman, trans is beautiful, girls like us, so on and so forth. And I have noticed a wave of creepy fucking people who have started following me on Instagram, who comment on my pictures, who like my pictures, who try to DM me. And I've noticed that a lot of them are people pretending to be transgender, specifically more cross-dressing men who want to pretend to be trans women, which they are not, because they will post, transgender, and then under the same picture, they'll post cross-dresser, sissy, femboy, underwear, fetish, all of these other hashtags. And if you're a trans person on the internet, and more specifically a trans woman on the internet, and you openly admit and openly talk about being transgender and you hashtag your photos accordingly, then you probably know what I'm talking about. You've probably experienced what I'm talking about. I have gotten DMs from men who have nothing but pictures on their Instagram of them in underwear, of them in panties, of them wearing stockings, these weird memes that say, that talk about tricking men, or, oh, I want to be so girly, or this is what I imagine myself being like as a woman, and it's like pictures of women in like tube top dresses, just like really fucking, like, what I'm talking about. If you've experienced it, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And I'm just gonna say this, and this has nothing to do with transgender women. This has nothing to do with trans women who have not yet transitioned, or have medically transitioned, or aren't presenting themselves as female full-time. I am literally talking about the men who fetishize trans women, who objectify, who sexualize trans women just because they are trans. There are so many people who constantly use us like a fetish, who follow us on Instagram, who follow us on social media, who are passing themselves off as trans women and are not. They're fucking men who cross-dress, who, post inappropriate shit, who I feel like are just detrimental to our community. I'm so tired of it. I have such a dislike, and I'm going to say this, and I don't care if I get backlash or not. I have such a dislike for cross-dressing men. I have such a dislike for men who consider themselves sissies, who consider themselves femmes, who just view womanhood as like this fucking thing that they get off on. If that makes your dick hard, go do that behind closed doors. But don't hashtag your pictures as transgender, as transgender woman, as trans girl, when all you are is a man who likes to put panties on, who likes to wear stockings and panties and all these and wear high heels and have, a fetish for latex and for all of that. And you're not a trans person. Stop fucking presenting to the world that you are a trans person, because that makes our community look bad. don't try to piggyback off of people's struggles. Trans women go through so much shit. Trans women experience so much oppression, so many struggles, so many hurdles, so many obstacles. We suffer so fucking much to exist and to educate people on what being trans is really like, for you to come and fucking make a parody of that, only to get your fucking dick hard. I have started blocking people on Instagram, and I've started blocking some people here on YouTube who constantly just, you know, and you can tell the difference. And I don't care if you guys think that I'm being too judgmental. I do care about your guys' opinion, obviously, but that is my belief, and I feel like this is just something that fucks with our community so badly so often. I mean, it's a big problem. I mean, I've even experienced this in some, like, you know, trans bars. You know, there's a bar here in Phoenix that, you know, it's for trans women, and there is a slew of cross-dressers in there who have tried, you know, friending me on Instagram, and I have no problem with people, you know, wanting to be friends. I have no problem with people wanting to, you know, follow me on social media and vice versa, but I do have a problem when they want to be your friend under the guise of them being trans women, and then you go to their page and everything is sissy this and sissy that, and, you know, pictures of them in panties, you know, with their dick poking through, or sex toys, or them, you know, it's just, I'm so tired of that. I have a very strong dislike for cross-dressing men. I have a dislike for them being predatorial, I should say. Let me clear that up. Whatever you do behind closed doors is your business. Whatever you want to do, that's your business. What I do behind closed doors is my business. That's fine. I'm not shaming anybody. I'm not kink shaming. I'm not fetish shaming. But I fetish shame when it's literally affecting other people. And I feel like trans women are always a target for cross-dressing men to prey upon. Not only that, but they try to come at you like, hey, trans sister, like, hey, I'm one of you. Hey, we suffer the same. And then they start hitting on you, or they start talking sexual, or they start, you know, getting the rocks off, you know, over a simple fucking conversation. I'm sorry, but I'm tired of it. I don't like cross-dressers, and this is why. I just wanted to share this. And this is not, again, this is not talking about trans women who have not yet transitioned. I am talking about the men who sexualize what being a woman really is. I have a problem with men who want to throw on stockings and want to throw on lingerie, and they want to parade themselves on social media or to the world as trans when they're not. You know, they use social media as a tool, as an avenue, as an outlet for, you know, their sexual shit. And I'm just not, I'm so tired of that. I don't know. I kind of get torn sometimes because I know that people can't help what they like, and that's fine. But when it starts to externalize itself in a way that literally affects a community, a minority that already suffers enough misconceptions from people, that's when it starts to bug me. So I just want to say that I'm sorry if this offends you. This is just my opinion. I don't like, you know, people coming at me in a sexual manner, and especially pretending to be the same when we're not. I'm just tired of it. So yeah, I love you guys who follow me. Thank you so much for watching. Follow me on Instagram. I will link it down below. But yeah, I am really annoyed right now because it happens over and over and over again from men who cross-dress and who are constantly placing their fetish upon women like myself. So yeah, I love you guys. Thank you so much.